As car ownership is getting more and more expensive, the world has been looking at these. This is what's known as a K car. It is a cheap, affordable little vehicle that people can own. And so I have flown all the way to the mountains outside of Nara, Japan to check out what these cars are all about and if they would work on American streets. So let's start off with the basics. What is a K car? Well, it's this in short, and I don't mean that as a joke. This is a K car. This is a Nissan Roox. However, there are tons and tons of different kinds of K cars. Almost every manufacturer here in Japan has at least one K car, often several. They can be found as sports cars. They can be found as vans. They can be found as trucks. Now, what makes a K car a K car? Well, there's a couple of different things. First of all, under the hood, you're going to find a 660cc or less engine. That is a hard requirement. It has to be under 660 cc's. This Nissan Roox has a 658 cc turbo. But the main thing is the dimensions. The cars must be under 3.4 meters long, 1.48 meters wide, and under 2 meters tall. That equates to about 11.2 feet long, 4.9 feet wide, and 6.6 feet tall. They're just little cars, and that's what this whole classification is about, and that's why a lot of these vehicles are boxy, because this bumper sticking out is exactly at the requirements. So what kind of benefits come with a vehicle like this? Let's talk about that. Well, the main benefits are going to be down to cost. Not only do these cost pretty reasonable numbers, this car is about 1.6 million yen, which works out to about 10,000 USD, but you'll see these yellow plates. That's because it's registered as a K car, and registration costs are about a third of what it would normally cost to register a regular sized vehicle. You also get cheaper tolls, and you can park in K specific parking spots, which are often very close to the door of whatever business or place you're going to. Basically, in short, these cars are cheap to run, cheap to own, and cheap to purchase. So might as well, right? Now, the Nissan Roox that I'm using for today's video is full rental car spec, because I rented it. This is a rental car, it's white, it's basic, it's rather boring. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, K cars can be super fun. Cars like the Suzuki Cappuccino, the AutoZam AZ1, and the Honda Beat. But more recently, you can still get the Daihatsu Copen or the Honda S660 fun little cars. They can also be super practical. There's a whole classification of trucks that are used here as police vehicles, as food trucks, as utility vehicles. Like while filming, this person pulled in. It was an old couple, and that is a Daihatsu Wake. Look at the fun color. And so while this car in this particular video might be a little bit boring, there are some non-boring K cars that are absolutely awesome. And the insides aren't dull either. Vehicles like this are optional with adaptive cruise control. They have screens in them and good sound systems and auto climate controls. These are normal modern cars just shoved into a smaller package. And here on the channel, I've only ever had the opportunity to review the old imported K cars that we've had in the United States. So the newest cars I've reviewed have been 25 years old. So now sitting in a new-ish Nissan Roox is about 8 years old. But a newish one, I have airbags, and I have a CVT that's a pretty modern transmission, and a modern radio, and backup cameras, and auto start-stop on and off. I have traction control in a K car. These are modern. These are not in the Stone Age anymore, or like what we might perceive, because in America, we only get them after they're 25 years old. The new stuff is pretty good, and Nissan has the ability to send this to the United States today. So then it begs the question, why don't we have these in America? It feels like this is the solution to the problem that we currently have. Car prices are out of control. The idea of owning this for $10,000 is really, really enticing. Why don't we get them? Well, there's several reasons, and the honest truth is that I don't think these would do very well in the United States. Here's why. First of all, Safety concerns are still there. While we do have modern safety tech like adaptive cruise, pre-collision warning, and airbags, this is still a physically small car that would be in a physically large country. In the United States, we have a lot of space and a lot of room. And while this might sell somewhat well downtown Chicago or New York, out in Nebraska, no one really wants something like this. It's too small for the long highways. Get it out on the road and it ain't great. So here I am. I am going to merge onto the highway. Oh God. Okay, that's about 60 kilometers. It'll do it. I don't want it to sound like, oh, you can't go on the highway with cars like this. You can, and I'm on the highway. You are able to do it. It is not very easy to do. I mean, it feels like this car is travel constipation with how hard you have to push this thing just to get it to do the highway speeds. And then you stay in that left lane, which here in Japan is the slow lane. You stay in the slow lane. Stay, stay, stay. Do not change, because you're going to be in for a world of hurt. Here we go. While rolling on the highway, we're doing about 70 kilometers an hour. Foot to the floor. 80. 85. Now here in Japan, that's fine. But in America, I don't know if that would cut the mustard. The other reason is the fact that this wouldn't carry the same financial benefits in the United States as it does in Japan. Now, I'm not saying that the importing cost to probably import these would probably add $1,000 or $2,000 to the sticker tag. Still at 12 grand, this is a fantastic deal and a wonderful vehicle. But it all comes down to the registration. Here in Japan, you pay about $500 a year to register a K car, while a bigger vehicle, you pay $2,000 to $3,000 a year to register that car, like a Toyota Crown or a big Lexus sedan. Just a regular sedan that we would see in the States costs that much more just to register. In the United States, it's basically a flat fee for most vehicles. There are some exceptions to that rule, but if you register a Miata or if you register a Toyota Grand Highlander, you're paying the same price. It's not the case here. And so when you start comparing this to other vehicles or vehicles on the used market, it starts to lose its value a little bit. Would I rather own a brand new K car or a 10-year-old Lexus GS 350? They're going to cost the exact same to register every single year. I would take that Lexus GX 350 every day of the week. It's gonna have nicer features, bigger engine, and just be a nicer car. That's where Japan really benefits from K cars, is because that registration comes up every single year, no matter if it's an old car or a new car. So if I bought that same Lexus GS 350 here in Japan, I'd be paying $2,000 a year to register it every single year, where for this car, I'm paying $500 a year every single year, and it compounds, of course. And so the financial benefits at the start are pretty enticing, but over time, you start to see a little bit less value in buying this over a used car purchase. And lastly, I don't think Americans would really like this. I think Americans like the idea of this, but we've tried small cars before. How many times has someone made a joke about a smart car that has nearly double the size of this engine? We had the Geo Metro. That's still the butt end of a joke. And people laugh at cars that have under 2 liters of displacement. This has less than half of 2 liters of displacement. So unfortunately, while I love these cars dearly, while I think these cars are absolutely fantastic, I don't think that they would really work in the United States. Unless we impose some type of vehicle displacement law or some type of different classification system for registration, it doesn't really make much financial sense. As enticing as it might be, as adorable as these cars might be, that's the bottom line. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the beautiful scenes and sights from Japan. This is an absolutely beautiful country, beautiful people, amazing food, and so let the K cars be something from Japan. When you plan your trip to Japan, get excited because you get to drive these little cars. I don't think we really need them back home. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.